Help me hit 7,000 subscribers. Support the video with a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Thank you. My name is Aiden, and until a few months ago, I thought my relationship with Lila was solid. Not perfect, not flawless, but solid. We'd been together 3 years, lived in a small apartment just outside Boston, and had the kind of routines that make life feel stable. Morning coffee together, shared playlists in the car, takeout Fridays. I used to think that kind of stability meant safety. Turns out it can also make you blind. The shift was small at first. A few more late nights at work. A bit more makeup on days she claimed she wasn't seeing anyone important. A sudden surge of compliments toward her new boss, Colin, a man she described as professional, married, and practically in his 50s. Her reassurance always came wrapped in a laugh. Relax, Aiden. He's so old he probably still uses a flip phone. Except he didn't, and he wasn't harmless. The night everything cracked started on a random Wednesday. I was on the couch, half watching a basketball game when my phone buzzed. Lila's name lit up the screen. Lila, I'm having a harmless dinner with my married boss. Don't wait up. Then a winky face. I stared at the message for a few seconds, the way someone stares at a street sign that suddenly doesn't make sense. Dinner? Harmless? Don't wait up? It wasn't even the words, it was the tone. Too casual. Too confident. Too dismissive, like she'd already rehearsed the excuse. Every instinct in me wanted to respond with something confrontational, something that would beg her to remember the man she was coming home to. But I didn't. I typed 2 words instead. Me, have fun. She didn't bother responding. But the thing is, I wasn't just suspicious. I already knew, because a week earlier, while syncing her photos to our shared drive, her messages also synced. Accidentally. I wasn't snooping. I didn't need to. The screenshots appeared on their own, like fate had finally lost patience with me. Flirty inside jokes. Heart emojis. A message from her boss reading, "That dress last night. I haven't stopped thinking about it." And her reply, "Stop. You're married." Smirking face, followed by a line that felt like a knife twisting. But I like the attention. I didn't explode. I didn't call her out. I saved the screenshots quietly and waited for the version of her she wanted to present to me. The version she thought could fool me. So when she texted that she was out with him, I didn't ask questions. I didn't beg for honesty. I didn't warn her. I forwarded the screenshots. Not to her. Not to him. But to his wife, whose number I found in one of their messages when he typed "my wife's picking up the kids." I'm free. My message was simple. Me, is this your husband? Then I attached every screenshot, every heart emoji, every line of flirtation, every piece of disrespect. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. A number I didn't recognize. I let it go to voicemail. When I pressed play, I heard chaos. A woman screaming, angry, betrayed, frantic. Her voice shook like she couldn't decide whether to cry or burn the world down. Through heavy breaths and broken words, I could make out shards of sentences. What is this? Tell me. Tell me this is fake. You don't know what he's done to our family. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please call me back. Please. I sat on the couch, phone in hand, listening to her unravel. Not because I enjoyed it, not because I wanted revenge on her, but because both of us had been carrying the weight of lies that weren't ours to hold. And in that moment, hearing the rawness in her voice, I realized something. I wasn't angry anymore, just tired, bone tired. Later that night, around midnight, Lila stumbled through our front door. She dropped her purse like she had nothing to hide, kicked off her heels, and sighed dramatically. Ugh, I'm exhausted, she said. Then she caught my expression. What? She asked, trying to sound casual. Why are you looking at me like that? But she didn't know yet. She didn't know that her entire house of lies had already collapsed. She didn't know that while she was dining with a married man, I'd been setting truth loose like a wildfire. She didn't know her life was about to change. I leaned back on the couch and simply said, "Did you have fun?" Her smile froze, just like I expected. Lila blinked at me, confused at first. then wary. Her smile tugged downward, just a little, before she forced it back into place. "Yeah," she said slowly. "It was just dinner, Aiden. Why are you acting weird?" I didn't answer. I didn't need to. I just picked up my phone, tapped the screen twice, and turned it toward her. The voicemail still paused at the part where Colin's wife was sobbing so hard her breath kept catching. Lila's entire face changed. Her eyes widened, her shoulders tensed, and she reached for the phone with a shaky hand. What is that?" she whispered. "Press play," I said. She hesitated, but curiosity or guilt got the best of her. She pressed the button. The voicemail filled the room again. The raw, broken voice of a woman whose world was imploding. Lila listened for 5 seconds, then 10. Then she dropped the phone onto the couch as if it burned her skin. "Aiden, what did you do?" she breathed, stepping back like she suddenly feared me. "I told the truth," I said. "Something you were never going to do." She covered her mouth, fingers trembling. You sent her the messages? Are you insane? She's going to confront him. She's going to ruin his life." "Good," I said. Maybe she deserved the truth more than I deserved lies. Her eyes darted away as tears gathered. Out of fear, not remorse. It wasn't guilt over hurting me. It was panic over what came next for her. "Aiden, please," she said, stepping closer. "You don't understand. It wasn't serious. It was stupid flirting, that's all." I let out a slow breath. "You know what's funny? Even now, right now, you're not apologizing. You're not admitting anything. You're just trying to control the damage." She shook her head furiously. "I didn't cheat. You emotionally did," I said. "And you were proud of it." She dropped onto the armchair as if her legs stopped working. Her face crumpled, not into grief, but frustration. She started talking fast, the way people do when they're trying to outrun consequences. "Look, I liked the attention, okay? It was harmless. I didn't think he would cross the line. I thought it made me feel confident. I didn't think." "That's the thing, Lila," I said quietly. "You didn't think." The silence that followed was thick, heavy, suffocating. She looked at me with red eyes, but I didn't feel pity. I felt clarity, calm, steady, overdue clarity. After a full minute, she wiped her face and straightened her back. "What happens now?" she whispered. "You pack a bag," I said, "and you stay with your sister for a few days." Her lip trembled. "You're kicking me out?" "I'm asking you to leave," I corrected. "There's a difference." She stood slowly, as if each movement cost her something. She grabbed her purse, then paused. Are you doing this because of revenge?" she asked softly. I shook my head. "No. Revenge would have been staying with you and pretending everything was fine. This is me respecting myself." That line hit her harder than anything else. She swallowed, nodded once, and walked to the bedroom. I heard drawers opening, zippers closing, quiet sobs she thought I couldn't hear. 20 minutes later, she returned wearing a jacket and carrying a small duffel bag. She didn't meet my eyes. "Will you talk to me tomorrow?" she asked, voice shaking. "I don't know," I answered honestly. "Right now, I think we need distance." She nodded, wiped her cheeks again, and walked out the door. No dramatic goodbye, no last-minute confession, no attempt to fix what she broke. Just heavy silence trailing behind her. The moment the door clicked shut, my phone buzzed. Another voicemail. Same number. I listened. This time, Colin's wife wasn't screaming. Her voice was calmer, colder, like steel forged in fire. "Thank you," she said. "I don't know who you are, but thank you." I confronted him. He denied it until I showed him the screenshots. "He's leaving the house tonight. I just wanted you to know. You did the right thing." She hung up. I sat back on the couch, staring at the ceiling. Not triumphant, not smug, just free. For the first time in months, maybe years, the noise in my head went quiet. The next morning, sunlight slipped through the blinds, hitting the empty spot on the bed where Lila used to sleep. I expected sadness, maybe regret, But what I felt was something I hadn't felt in a long time: peace. Later that afternoon, I received a single text from her. "Lila, I'm sorry, truly. I hope you find someone who never needs attention from anyone else. No excuses, no minimizing, just a clean, final acknowledgement." I typed back one sentence. "Me, I hope you learn to love in a way that doesn't hurt people." And that was it. No screaming, no dramatic breakup fight, just truth. Finally, sometimes people don't betray you because you're not enough. Sometimes they betray you because they don't know how to be loyal to anyone, not even themselves. What I learned is simple. You can't control someone's integrity, but you can control your boundaries. And once I enforced mine, everything became clear.